Hi, I'm Sabrina, licensed massage therapist, certified cosmetic surgery specialist, and this is Las Vegas Cosmetic Recovery. So now let's talk about what fats and foods that you need to eat to keep the girls. So guys, okay, anyways, so it's very, very important that you are eating. Now, especially with the girls, because fat transfer to the breast doesn't take a lot. People like to say it dies. I don't like that term because I've seen that and it's not pretty. Go watch my podcast. So now when it comes to fat transfer to the breast, because it reabsorbs so easy. You gotta be eating 3 times a day with snacks in between. Shakes. I love shakes. Now, but let's just start from the top. So when we wanna keep the fat in the breast, it's very important that we are targeting like skin elasticity and also breast friendly food. So when we think about that, we're thinking about vitamin C, which is vitamin C rich foods that promotes collagen and collagen production that helps the breast skin adapt. So what kind of examples of foods are those? Strawberries, bell peppers, oranges, and kale. All those things are vitamin C rich, but also actually strawberries help with lymphatic drainage. And stay tuned for Cooking with Sabrina. But anyways, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, load up on berries, guys. Berries. Even if you don't get fat transfer, you just should load up on berries anyway, because those are good for lymphatic drainage. But bell peppers, oranges, and kale are really good with vitamin C. So then it will definitely help the girls stay there. Now, lean proteins support the structural integration of the fat, which if you watch the what foods to eat for the BBL, then you know it's the same thing with this. So we want lean protein. You want protein. You gotta keep the girls there, the fat there. So lean protein is like turkey, whitefish, and tofu for my people that I guess don't eat meat, but which it'll be really hard for you guys to keep the fat in that case. But anyways, so you want lean protein, but also I am just a huge advocate for beef. I mean, I don't really eat beef myself. Little segue, beef grosses me out because it looks like human meat to me. If you come to my clinic, you're gonna see my poster of the muscles. That is all I see when I look at beef. So for people who are like me, shred it up. Like maybe make a burger, or like if you get like barbacoa, I'm Mexican, so I love barbacoa. So like I can like shred that meat. It doesn't look too human-y to me. So now, definitely fish. If you weren't like, I'm a huge fish person. So when I do my fat transfer, I'm definitely gonna be on fish like every day, all day, and then shredded beef. Like that's my thing. Now, cooking with beef tallow too. Cooking with beef tallow is really good. It's a good source of fat, and it's good fat for the booty, the juicy booty, but the juicy boobies. We want to keep the boobies juicy. Cooking with healthy fats, animal fats. So even if you are not like a beef person, but if you get beef tallow and you cook beef tallow with your fish, well, I guess not with your tofu if you're a vegan or vegetarian, whatever. But anyways, so now anti-inflammatory spices that you can use, like turmeric, black pepper, ginger. So these things are gonna help with bruising and swelling, but it's also not going to get rid of some of that inflammation that we kind of want for the breasts, because that, when we're trying to hold the fat in and everything, we wanna make sure that that fat does not get reabsorbed. So I can't stress enough, just on a side note, on a segue, do not lay on your chest at all. Don't lay on your chest at all for as long as possible. If you can go max 12 weeks without laying on the girls, that is what's gonna also help keep them juicy, guys. So now zinc. Zinc helps with immune function during the first 2 weeks. So zinc is something, and zinc high rich foods is something that we definitely want to ingest, especially with the breasts, okay guys? So like pumpkin seeds, chickpeas, and lean beef. Beef, beef, beef. And like I said, if you're not a beef person, maybe making like a beef soup and making like a roast and then shredding it up, making like a burger and eating just the burger. I can't say enough. I would stay away from breads, guys. I would stay away from breads in general. Like if you have to have some bread, some pan, like here and there, like a little bit, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Just like once a week type thing, right? But gluten is gonna make you swell, and not in the good way. It's gonna make you swell in the bad way. So staying away from gluten, but loading on the beef. Again, making sure that you are eating 3 times a day. Like that is like the best thing, 3 times a day with shakes. Now with shakes, you could make a strawberry shake with avocados, orange, kale. Eat it literally like in between those meals. That's perfect. There's your 3 meals a day with snacks in between. Shakes, guys. Now, on a little segue note, for my people who have a high metabolism, especially like my guys that have had fat transferred to the booty, fat transferred to the boobs for the trans and whatnot. So anyway, if you have a really high metabolism, I have seen this particular shake really help with, for those people that can't hold fat. And it's called Ensure. Ensure has actually been really known, and I've seen it to help you keep the fat on. Now, if you have a very fast metabolism, I would recommend Ensures. Of course, talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but I have seen it. I can only speak from my experience, from what I've seen. I have seen Ensures help people keep that weight on and make sure that the fat stays there. So if you guys really need help and you have very fast metabolism, you're like noticing your fat is being reabsorbed at a very fast rate, Ensure, guys. Ensure does help. But thanks, guys. Stay tuned for Cooking with Sabrina, where I'm gonna make a lot of beautiful, delicious foods that you guys can buy my little Cooking with Sabrina videos on YouTube. And then you can watch me make some foods if you need help figuring out, what do I even cook? I don't know what to cook. Well, I got you covered right there, guys. So stay tuned for Cooking with Sabrina. Now, guys, things to avoid. Things to avoid, guys. Now, number 1, alcohol. Alcohol prevents oxygen from going into your body. Alcohol will give you fibrosis. Alcohol can even potentially give you seromas. So it will cause complications. Stay away from alcohol. Do not drink. If you could go at least 8 weeks without drinking, it's going to benefit you and your recovery. Smoking, I shouldn't even have to say it, but if you smoke, whether you smoke cigarettes, whether you smoke weed, whatever, or vape. So if you smoke any of those things, it prevents oxygen from going into your body. It will give you complications. Don't do it. And now another big thing that it's kind of hilarious. We don't really talk about it. It's kind of an untalked about thing, and I really should go without saying. Drugs. Don't do drugs. Drugs are just as bad as alcohol and cigarettes and weed and all the stuff. Now, if you do drugs like all the bad drugs, I'm not going to list because this is YouTube, but it will give you complications too, guys. So just stay away from all the no-nos. Now, for my weed smokers, if you want to ingest your weed, if you want to eat your weed, that's totally fine. I've seen that people that eat edibles and stuff, it doesn't hurt them. They're actually fine. So if you need to be high, edibles. Now, another things to avoid. The number 2 big things, processed food and salt, processed sugar. Stay away from the cookies, cakes, donuts, ice cream, all of the processed sugars and like all the bad things. Processed food, McDonald's, like all Taco Bell, Burger King, In-N-Out, all the things. Stay away from all that stuff, guys, and no matter what recovery that you're doing, because at the end of the day, you guys want to heal good, guys. So at the end, all the avoiding things, even if you've just had lipo, even if you've had a tummy tuck and you had no fat transfer and you just happen to watch this video, stay away from it, guys, okay? And as always, like, share, subscribe, hit the push notifications for all things Las Vegas cosmetic recovery. Bye!